cozy sweaters, pumpkin spice, hot chocolate, textures, fall bags. So if you guys didn't know, this video is gonna be on my fall bag collection and all the bags I'm so excited to be using now that fall is finally here. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jenny, and you probably know that on this channel we just have a little obsession when it comes to bags and all the things that make our hearts sing. So today we're gonna go over the fall bags that really I'm so excited about. But before, if you guys are not following me on Instagram, please stop by and say hi. And I try to release 1 to 2 videos per week. So if you love bags as much as I do, please consider subscribing. We're just gonna hop right into it because I've been waiting so long to use these bags. Now, look, you guys know I'm not one to match. I'm not really one to not use bags until it's that time. I just use things when I feel like using it. However, I have been hoarding these bags because I do feel like they just feel more fall, and for summer, I just didn't grab them as much. So I can finally use these because some of these bags are my favorite. I'm gonna start off with this one because I'm so excited for this. It's my Hermes Kelly bag. Now, she is in the perfect chocolate brown color with gold hardware. This is a vintage one. I actually sourced this one for myself, so I did purchase her pre-loved, and I love her so much because she is in perfect condition. She not only looks so good, but I love the gold hardware. I think the gold hardware is so perfect with this color, and it came with every single part of the bag, which I know sometimes when you're buying vintage pieces it's missing certain parts. So I was so excited. I don't know how to put on twilly, so please excuse my twilly styling right here. I have to redo it, but I did purchase this Hermes twilly to use for the handles as well. There is cowhide leather here in a cognac like brown, and again that gold hardware, and it has the lock and the keys. She is honestly like such a vibe. I feel like this is the epitome of a fall bag, you know what I mean? She's honestly so beautiful. I just carry her usually like this. When I need to, I will crossbody, but I like to hold her on the handle more. I feel like the look is better, and I'm like a beautiful mess type of person, so I will just leave it open and just get things in and out. Or if I need to, I will just push this in, and it's pretty secure. And I don't usually like do the whole like putting in the tabs and things like that. It is sometimes hard to get in and out of if I do that, but because I don't really mind doing it this way, I usually prefer it just having it semi-open. I do have an insert in here. This one is perfect. It's a Zoomoni insert. It's like their newer silk versions. They actually were able to give me one that matches and fits perfectly inside this bag. And then I like to use like these as well. These are also from Zoomoni, and I like to kind of just organize my stuff inside here. Right now there's not much inside. However, it's just like that perfect bag. And in here I would drop my wallet, and yeah, I just think this is such a vibe and such a fall bag, and I cannot wait to put my stuff inside here. This bag is also another favorite of mine. It is a bag from Elborne. I will drop the exact name over here, but how perfect is this bag? If you guys have been following me for a while, you probably know I've been on a mission to get the Margot 15. That was like the bag I wanted so bad, but they were always sold out online, and I didn't have like a row store that was close by. And if I'm gonna be paying that much for a bag, I didn't want to just settle for any color. I really wanted one in like a suede, or I wanted one in a darker color. Unfortunately, it never came my way, and I found this one for a fraction of the price. So I'm actually really glad I wasn't able to get the Margot, because the Margot 15 was a pretty decent size, but it was a little bit big for my everyday. I wasn't planning on using it for work or anything like that. Therefore, I didn't really need a 15. This one is about 13 and 13.5 inches this way, which I think is that perfect size. It still fits a good amount. It kind of gives me like the Speedy, like 30 vibes. It is not meant to be a shoulder like bag, but I think the Margot 15 isn't either. This is like a crook of your arm situation. I'm okay with that because Honestly, you guys know I like holding the bags like this. And it has like the same idea, you know, it has like these little buckles on the side. I think this is made so well. This is also a designer brand that is from Korea. So they have other bags, but very minimal. Their whole brand is into like capsule wardrobe, very minimal, very quiet luxury. This is in suede leather, really, really nice. It also has gold feet on the bottom. And what I love more about this one compared to Margot is the fact that there's this turn lock pocket that I could slip my phone in. Like, how good is this bag? I love her so much. Honestly, I'm tempted to get other ones. They have like a leather version. I actually might grab that one when I visit Korea next. I feel like that one is also really, really pretty, but I love the suede. The only thing with this is I wouldn't go in the rain with it because, you know, you want to protect the suede just in case there's any like water damage. You guys know I dressed her up with some little charmies. I have my Prada charm. And then these are just like Amazon charms. But I think that this bag is so cute and cannot wait to use this one. Third bag is my Polène Maki. Now, thank goodness I purchased this when I did because the prices at Polène are a little insane now. This had gone up in price as well as like their other like more popular bags. Also with this Maki, Polène actually came out with the mini size as well as their normal size, and it came out with like, I don't know, like a dozen different colors. When I purchased back, there was only this color, cream, black, and I think like a camel color. But I always knew I wanted a dark brown, and even with the new colors, I would still pick this because I'm just really into like a good chocolate brown bag. This one is in gold hardware, which pops so well. To me, this is definitely more of a like winter bag because of the color and just like, you know, in the fall seasons, I feel like people gravitate towards bigger bags. In the summertime, you're doing a mix, but a lot of the mini bags come out. Like, that's just how I feel. However, use the bag you feel like using, because that's what I do. Don't go by seasons, but if you were, like, this is what I would feel it would fit into, would be that fall vibe. The inside has these compartments, which makes it nice. I hardly use this bag because when I purchased her, I believe it was during the summer. I actually picked this up in Tokyo. I visited my first Polène store. They opened up a store not too long ago, I believe, in Tokyo. So I was able to go there. I think I was like the first person in line because I went in the morning because of the jet lag. So when I went, there was still a lot of choices and I already knew what I wanted. I like went in, I just got this bag. I didn't really need to look. I did my research. And I just knew that this bag was the one I wanted. I love the fact that you can carry her, crook your arm, but also there's a nice strap that is just really comfortable to wear. Obviously, I had to add some charmies. I picked this up in Japan. It's a leather Miffy. I made this charm for this bag, and then I added a little Hello Kitty charm. Also picked this up in Japan. So this bag just reminds me of my trip. So I will keep this one in a collection because I think she's so good. Next one, I'll be honest, I actually forgot about this bag. This was one of the first bags I ever purchased from the Gucci store. She is now a vintage piece, but honestly, like, I feel like it's back now. Gucci is also just so in right now, and I feel like in 2026, Gucci's gonna go strong. So although she has hibernating for a long time, I feel like I can bring her back into the rotation. She's just a classic GG canvas tote with brown, chocolate brown lining, and she has nice handles. This bag, I always keep my bags in pristine condition because I rotate. I don't use them on like a daily basis. So like for this one, I feel like it's so good. Like there's so much room inside, and you can use this as like that perfect everyday bag. And I feel like the drop is really good. So I'm excited to use her for the fall. And although like, again, this will work summer and spring as well, but doesn't it kind of give off like the fall look a little bit? And I can't wait to style this bag. This one is a vintage piece that I did source for myself. This one is a Celine crossbody. I thought this one was really cool because I love the fact that there's a tring off here. When you lift her up, you can actually, you basically will like push this out, and the little tring off, you open her like this. And the inside, there's a lot of organization. And this one to me is like a bag that is just really casual. Imagine this with like a white t-shirt, some jeans, or imagine this with like a white blouse. I feel like it just looks really casual. So I feel like this one also gives like that pumpkin latte vibe, right? So I'm excited to use this one too. Me, this is like a very casual bag that is very carefree, will fit all your essentials. And if you're traveling and stuff, it'll be really comfortable to wear. That is just my little roundup of my fall bags. I'm so excited, you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, you know you're gonna be seeing these on rotation because these ones just bring out the fall, and I can't wait to layer them with sweaters and stuff. Let me know what is your fall bag for the season or what's on your wish list. If you love this video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Like always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.